It is just a gorgeous St. Patrick's Day today. Sunny skies, warmer weather than we've seen in quite some time. It's this kind of day that really gets you thinking about getting back into the garden. The David Suzuki Foundation is looking for volunteers to participate in its Butterflyway project. It's a citizen-led movement that grows highways of habitat for bees and butterflies across Canada. Craig Kazar is a volunteer with the project in Hamilton. Craig, good afternoon to you. Tell me a bit more about the Butterflyway project. We've spoken about this on the show before, but I'm curious to hear what it is for you and what it means to you.
Yeah, well, for people who haven't heard about it before, it's all about building native wildflower gardens for pollinators like bees and butterflies. Because what's happened is through development and pesticides and climate change, habitat has been lost. A lot of it's been lost for these pollinators, and pollinators are very important to humans. So this project is all about bringing nature home into our communities and planting native pollinator gardens in our yards and helping the community do the same.
And how can it, I mean, somebody might be thinking, how can my one little backyard or wherever, make a difference? What is the significance of these native species?
Yeah, so one garden is like the first step in a marathon. You got to do that, and then you do another one, and then it all adds up to something. So, and the Butterflyway is just the connection of all these gardens through a community. And what they do is they provide the food and the habitat for butterflies and bees and other pollinators. So take the monarch butterfly, for example. That's the orange and black one that every school child will know, and that's what they'll draw when they are asked to draw a butterfly. And there's one specific plant, common milkweed and butterflyweed, that they need to survive. And if a city of Toronto doesn't have any of those, you're not going to have any monarchs. So it's important to plant things that the pollinators need. And things that we normally plant traditionally, the proper, or it could be bigger, being more ambitious to get out in the community, advertise, which my wife and I did last year, and say, hey, to the whole city, we want to help you plant a pollinator garden and help the pollinators. And we arranged through the Hamilton Naturalist Club to purchase 1,800 native plants. And we said, come and get them. We'll have open houses, and we'll tell you what plants you should get, whether it's sunny or shady or sandy or whatever kind of soil you have. And we even went to people's houses and said, let's plant these here and plant those plants over there, and help them dig the holes, get the gardens in, and then they just can sit back and enjoy it.
Wow. Now, what kinds of plants are best? I mean, you said you had 1,800. My goodness. What are the best that attract bees and butterflies? I know you mentioned, milkweed is one, but what else?
Yeah. Well, there are hundreds of native plants. Goldenrods, there's many kinds of goldenrod. Asters are very important keystone species. There's many kinds of coneflowers. One of my favorite is something called false blue indigo, and it's the host plant for the dusky indigo butterfly. So it's one of those specialized relationships that have to exist. That plant has to be there for that particular species to survive. So there are wildflowers, there are grasses like little blue stem grasses, there are shrubs. You can just search native flowers for Ontario, and you'll find lists and lists of them. So, and there's more and more native nurseries that are selling native plants, not just your traditional ones.
And you're already sowing seeds, I understand, to get ready for the season, even though today's literally the first day. It's felt remotely like a time to be in the garden.
Yeah, so gardening planning starts in the middle of the winter, as ironic as that might sound. So it's this process called winter sowing. So these are all native seeds and native plants, so they are used to being out in the winter, right? They fall off whatever flower in the fall, and they sit around on the soil over winter, and they freeze, and then they thaw on a warm day like this, and then they'll freeze and thaw again, and that's what helps them germinate. So what we've done is we've taken a bunch of those water cooler bottles that you'd see in the office, and however big they are, the green or blue ones. We've cut them open, put some soil in there, put a little bit of seed on top, and put those out just in the backyard back in January, and they get to experience winter just like they would out in the wild. But because they're contained in this little greenhouse, the animals can't get at them, because that's what would happen in the wild. So they're protected. And then as it warms up, the bottle acts like a greenhouse. So what we're going to do in a couple months when they're starting to grow, we'll take them out, pot them, and then we'll be able to advertise and give them away to new homes and help new people start a pollinator garden.
I love it. Now, if you don't have a garden, but just a balcony, could you help out in, on a balcony garden?
Yeah, absolutely. Planting just a few flowers anywhere is going to help, because what we want to create is continuous habitat throughout a community. So there could be a big garden, there could be a little balcony here, there could be something on the front porch, and it's just important of making that connection all throughout our community.
It's great to talk with you about this, Craig, and I'll direct people to the David Suzuki website to find out more.
Yeah, davidsuzuki.org/Butterflyway, or just search social media. If you want to get in contact with us through that way, just send a message through social media.
Thank you, Craig. All the best to you. Craig Kazar is a volunteer with the David Suzuki Foundation Butterflyway project. He's in Hamilton. The Butterflyway is available to you wherever you are. davidsuzuki.org/Butterflyway is, as Craig mentioned. Okay, a little music from